isn't it? Hi, my name is Jo Jackson King. I'm an occupational therapist, and this is Samai King, who's going to bring the ideas I'm talking about today to life. And today I'm wanting to talk about adding two tried and true therapy strategy sets together. So to begin with, you possibly know occupational therapists use a range of animal moves to help children develop core strength and adult postural reflexes. And Samai's going to show you some of these. Samai, can I see a bear walk, please? Okay, can I see a crab walk? And could I see a donkey kick? Whoa, can I see some bunny hops? And a elephant walk. And a duck walk. And a caterpillar crawl. While you're down there, can I see a snake crawl? And a seal walk. And can you get up and show me a horse galloping? I'll just adjust this. Here's our horse. Oh, lovely. And can I see a monkey run? Okay, thank you very much. Back to me. So I now want you to add those to the zones of regulation. And if you don't know those, look them up on Pinterest. I'm going to talk about them more now. The point is that putting these two strategy skill sets together is going to speed up your child's acquisition of self-regulation. So just to remind you about the zones of self-regulation, children often misinterpret these a little bit. They think that it's good to be in green zone. So green zone is, and perhaps Sam can show us some of these faces as well. There he is. In green zone, we are calm, we are focused, we are happy, and we are ready to learn. And kids tend to think it's good if we're in green zone. And they tend to think it's bad, which it isn't, but they tend to think it's bad if they're in red zone. Those are the children who are angry, or they're elated, or they're terrified. So these are all the over-the-top emotions, too high. Blue zone is sad and sick and tired. Yeah, and yellow zone is jealous, which is a hard emotion for kids to get, particularly kids with autism. It's a less coherent emotion. Those are the ones when you're watching the other kids and thinking they're getting more than you are, feeling a bit angry about that. Excited. And worried. And sometimes I see children feeling that red zone is masculine and it's good to be in red zone if you're a boy and bad to feel any of the others. So all these emotion zones are, of course, okay. But I'm finding that the children who find it harder anyway to self-regulate experience being asked to reflect on these zones is really denigrating them. That's how they experience it. They think, oh, they're going to judge me on this as well. So we actually need to give them some other ways to experience the zones rather than just thinking about themselves. So they can actually see how being in a particular zone leads to a particular action. So they know it for themselves, and we need it to be fun. So I'm imagining that you've already built your zones of regulation chart and you've collaborated with the children to create it. There's a load of these on Pinterest, which are terrific. And I saw one the other day where a mum had added black zone to her family's chart, and that was many emotions all at once. no idea what I feel, and she'd use photos of Elsa from Frozen to illustrate it. So I'd like you to collaborate, play with that. So, your standard chart's got the blue zone, all the feeling low emotions, depression, woe, weariness, boredom. I want you to choose the best words for your family. Red zone's the 2 high emotions: hysterical, furious, maddened, and then you've got yellow zone, which is the on-edge emotions. And some families include in here hangry. That's when kids are hungry and they're angry, or they need to go to the toilet, and they're restless. And back to green zone, which is content and interested and engaged. None of the emotions are bad. It's okay to feel any of them. The trick is to name them to tame them. But that's not what this video is about. I'm wanting you to match the zones with the animal chart, which you've developed both of these. Collaborate with your children on this to invent their own walks. And let's see what happens if we combine our animal moves with our zones of regulation. So Samai, could you please show me a donkey kick in red zone? Okay, I'd like to see a donkey kick in blue zone. That donkey is barely kicking. I would like to see a duck walk. And I would like to see a jealous duck. This is a duck who was looking for other ducks having been fed more. Yep, you can see it's a little bit on edge. And can I see a duck which is in green zone? A green zone duck. Yep, and that's very steady, smooth, rhythmic movements. And Samai, could you show me an animal walk plus a zone, and I've got to guess what it is. Oh, that's a frog. And I think that's a green zone frog. It's a green zone frog. I hope you got green zone frog as well. So just to sum up, we are trying to get the kids in a way that isn't directly about them to reflect on the links between the zone and how it impacts on action. So you could also say to kids, look, let's reading this book, and suddenly say, stop, which zone are both characters in? Or hit pause when they're watching TV. Can you tell me what the different zones the people you're watching in? Or if you're creating a story, I want you to take your superhero from being in blue zone to being in red zone. Just tell me a little sequence that would allow that to happen. So I hope this will be helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and feel free to share. Thanks, Sam.